Hello and welcome. My name is Matt Scherer with PMA Practice Transitions. I assist dental professionals in selling and buying practices in Ohio and Western PA. My colleague is
Joe Gordon, and I do the same in Indiana and Northern Kentucky.
great. And our topic today is discussing with your financial advisor regarding retiring or retirement.
Something you need to do just about the same time you get into the business.
Yes.
You start saving from day one.
Let's hope so, right?
It is the best thing that you can possibly do. You're out of dental school. Let's go with the classic example. You're now out of dental school. You are probably making the most money that you've ever made in your entire life.
Yep.
You've gone through all those years of being poor and destitute student, struggling to get by, and now suddenly somebody dumps a pile of money on your lap. What do?
Right.
Well, unfortunately, make bad decisions a lot of times.
Absolutely.
So getting with a good qualified financial advisor that understands dentistry, that can work with you now and over the years is going to be very important when you think about retiring.
Yeah, and we touched on this subject a little bit in one of our previous segments about gathering your team, your dental team, and one of those was financial advisor. So very, very important to start now. If anybody knows about time value of money, you start today.
We don't need to go out and buy the brand new, Porsche and park it into our overly priced home before we start saving some money first. Let's
Right.
start doing that. One of the best ways to start is a retirement plan with the practice. You can start small, simple plan, or you can go to a full-fledged profit-sharing plan. And there's a lot of good plan designers that can design the plan that's really going to benefit you the most.
What do you think if I'm an older dentist and I'm thinking about selling in the next 3 to 5 years, or maybe even 7 to 10? I guess what I'm asking is how much time do I need if I don't have that plan in place yet? Obviously, it's a kind of a loaded question because it depends on your lifestyle and all that stuff. But really, how much time do you need to invest?
I would say as much as possible. As much as possible. If you're 3 to 5 years away from retirement and you haven't saved a dime, you're going to have a much different lifestyle when you retire than you have today. It is going to have to take some drastic change in your spending habits to make any money you have last. Or you're going to be working for a long time. For a long time. That is the unfortunate truth. You have to start early, and the sooner you start, the more. There is nothing better in life than coming to a point in time where I don't have to go to work.
Right.
I have enough money to make it, and I wouldn't have to show up tomorrow if I didn't want to.
I don't have to depend on the sale of my practice.
Exactly,
right?
And that
Which we've seen
cannot
too
be
much.
what you rely on. What you want to do is interview some people that come by recommendation, either your accountant, maybe your attorney, friends, family, maybe it's somebody you know, somebody that can work with you, that will go through all the necessary steps that they're required to, like understanding your risk tolerance, working with you on asset allocations. What you invest in your 20s is something vastly different than you're probably going to invest in when you're 50. That will change throughout the years. So let's go ahead and get that in place. Let's understand the difference between having some cash outside of a qualified retirement plan versus inside the retirement plan, because typically you can't touch that until you're 59 and a half. But let's have some balance there. And then the thing I learned when I became a CFP was it's not so much what we make, it's what we spend.
Right.
And that's the big key to saving for retirement, is watch the spending. You don't need a Rolex every year. It's not going to do anything for you. And when you go to sell them, you don't get that as near as much as what you paid for it. So those are just some keys that we thought were important, so you understand when to start saving for retirement and what retirement will look like.
So if I can summarize what you just said, save early, save often, and don't rely on the sale of your practice is your retirement.
Absolutely.
Great. Thank you for joining our segment. If you liked it, please give us a thumbs up, and please feel free to share it with your colleagues and your friends.